Welcome to Cosmic Connections, Sutra Satsang portal, wisdom transmissions from the ancient heart of yoga. Each week we decode the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, not as a text to be memorized, but as a living, breathing path. These episodes are quiet gatherings of soul and study, inviting you to reflect, realign, and reawaken to the eternal truths that live inside you. Welcome, dear ones. My name is Amberly. I'm the host of the Cosmic Connections, creator of the Vital Flow Method, and this vibrational offering is for those who seek rhythm, remembrance, and radiant coherence. The episodes weave Vedic wisdom, astrology, quantum insights, and somatic tools, bridging science and soul with breath as the conduit. This portal that you found yourself in is the Sutra Satsang portal, but there are 3 others if you're interested. There's Orally Yoga, where sound becomes sanctuary. These vibrational episodes guide you through affirmative prayers, meditations, and energetic teachings that cleanse, recalibrate, and restore. It is breath as temple, mantra as medicine, and voice as sacred offering. Come to listen, come to remember. There's also Quantum Threads, the weave between science, soul, and sacred structure. Here we connect the dots between nervous system healing, astrology, quantum mechanics, Ayurveda, and sacred nutrition. These episodes are for the curious mystics, the ones who know that coherence isn't just possible, it's our natural design. There's also Celestial Conversations, a circle of shared light and layered insight. Once a month, I open up the field to guest visionaries, healers, seekers, and storytellers who expand the monthly theme. These conversations are slow blooming, spiral shaped, and full of soul. A true gathering of stars, both earthly and divine. And so I'm glad that you found yourself here today, and welcome. We are getting right into the Yoga Sutras. Since this is the first episode of the Sutra Satsang podcast, we are going with the very first sutra of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, 1.1, Atha Yoganusasanam. And now, the exposition of yoga begins. Welcome, beloved seeker. The word Atha isn't just a signal of beginning. It's an invocation. It implies that something has ripened. That now moment, after you've wandered and questioned and survived plenty, now you're ready. Ready to spiral inward versus out. To enter that sacred terrain of yoga, not as movement, but as revelation. That's Atha. And we each begin somewhere. Like my beginning, probably like many, it didn't look ceremonial. It was an LA fitness class, over 20 years ago. And I walked in with total curiosity, not yet knowing that this curiosity was my devotion in disguise. But at that time, I was a seeker of the whys. Why emotions erupt? Why behaviors spiral? Why my own nervous system never settled? Trauma had tuned me to hypervigilance, but yoga offered a different frequency. One of stillness, of breath, one of remembrance. There's an old saying, when the disciple is ready, the guru appears. And it's true. But what I've discovered is this. The guru, dispeller of darkness, doesn't always come with robes or Sanskrit. And sometimes she arrives in the form of chanting, a pose that opens a gate, a tremble in the body that finally says, I want to come home. When I began chanting, something ancient broke loose. Mud, muck, all the rust, lifetimes of holding. And I asked to be purified, not knowing purification would dismantle like every illusion I clung to. But that dismantling, that spiral inward, that's what ushered in the true yoga for me. The Yoga Sutras begin here, not with perfection, but with readiness. So, Atha Yoganusasanam. Let this be your now, your moment of opening. Your first breath on a path that's already been walking toward you. May this offering find you ready. And if not, may it remind you that readiness is not flawless. It's simply the willingness to return. My name is Amberly, and I am so happy that you joined me. Again, this is episode 1 of the Sutra Satsang, Yoga Sutra 1.1. And join us next week when we dive into Yoga Sutra 1.2. Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha, and what that means. Be well. Hari Om Tat Sat.